Good morning, everybody, and welcome again back to our Shamanic Journey every Wednesday morning at 10:15. Hope everybody's having a great time uh, this morning, uh, adding new insight into our lives every week as we journey onto different themes in our lives that add some substance to the daily week itself in terms of what we can use in our lives to go deeper to our unconscious, subconscious mind, and try to expand our consciousness. These times, as we know, are very challenging. They're creating a sense of going within or going outwardly into the state of fear. And a lot of times, when we're in a state of fear, living in the external world, all of our own fears, personal fears, get displaced or mirrored through different people, different situations, and through the global consciousness that's taking place in different countries and within our own little realm, ourselves, with amongst family members, friends, co-workers, and different people that we come into contact with. Um, as we sit in these times and have the opportunity to go inward or stay inward and refocus ourselves on ourselves and in our inner world, we sometimes are faced with some of the conflicts of procrastination. We look for things in our lives that will distract us uh, and keep us from achieving some of the things or the goals that we have in mind. Many times we procrastinate because we're in a state of confusion of not knowing how to proceed, and we become stuck on our addictive ways. And that addiction can be anything for a specific person. An addiction is anything that keeps you in a place of complacency that doesn't really allow you to move forward. It's more living in the past or living in the future and not living in the now. And the basis of procrastination is generally a sense of a fear of failure. In other words, people don't want to take the steps that may put them in a place where they may fear failure. In other words, if they don't do it 100%, they're not going to do it at all. And this stems from the lack of support that we had as children, um, trying to do things perfect for one or two parents, trying to please them. And if a person didn't get it right as a child, then they didn't try at all thereafter. And instead of enjoying the journey itself, everything became a destination. And by creating a destination, we create such a pressure on ourselves to try to fulfill something that we're looking uh, to create or to venture off into. And that fear of failure or that pressure of being perfect overtakes the actual act of actually just working at doing something and enjoying it. When we do something that we just enjoy and we go into that energy, um, then we're in a place where we have the capacity to overcome procrastination. Most of the times for myself, I know that I procrastinate because of the things that I'm mentioning. We're in a house. I remember being a child and, let's say, drawing something, and it wasn't exactly perfect. But to a person, to a parent who has never ventured off themselves into testing the waters of fear and also testing the waters of trying to do something and not being afraid of failure, these things are sometimes impressed upon us as children. And sometimes we take these pressures of not being able to do something and we become frustrated because we're pressured into doing something again to be perfect. And that's not really what we want. Good morning, everybody. Christabel, Maybell. Uh, yep. Thanks for joining me here and taking part in this, because I think it's an important subject for us to understand that a lot of times we look to distract ourselves with so many different things, even if it's information. Sometimes we take in information. We could read books, we could learn as much as we can, but when will we be able to apply the things that we actually learn? When will we be able to take that information that we receive and test the waters of failure, or the capacity to be able to fail? Because if we don't know how to fail, then we really can't succeed, because then we're in a place that we're almost stuck, that we're afraid to go either left, or we're afraid to go either right. And sometimes we need to make that choice or that decision to get out of that state of procrastination. So think about the times in your life, or the times now, that you're procrastinating to doing either a specific project, to doing a specific job, and think of the things and the reasons why, or what gets in the way of you proceeding. I know for myself, I'm in the process of writing a book now. There are moments that I get stuck on certain chapters or certain memories of things that I want to discuss, and I want to make it almost perfect so that it expresses exactly what I want to say. And sometimes you just have to write, or you just have to express yourself, and then you can, tweak it a little bit afterwards. But it's a matter of jumping off the diving board and getting into the water and feeling what it feels like to be in the water, and not making sure that you have the perfect dive to get into the water. And we could always refine our movements. We could always refine what we write. We could always refine our actions and our thoughts. But the first step is actually doing it. And it takes courage to overcome what we've been programmed to believe about ourselves, and what we've been programmed to actually do. And many times in families, family members don't know how to allow somebody to do something that they themselves cannot do. It's very scary, and it creates a lot of anxiety for a parent that has never tested the waters of creativity, or has never gotten out of a state of procrastination. It's difficult for those people who are not mature enough to allow their children, their offspring, or other generations to move forward if they have not been able to do it. So let's understand that it's important for each person here to take that action of, first of all, understanding what is it that you're procrastinating, what is it that you'd like to actually do that's holding you back, and to kind of look into this type of background in your personal life. And what I like to do now is I like to go on a journey to find out what spirit animal comes through for you, and what is it that's keeping you or from proceeding and into your next goal, into your next dream. Why are you procrastinating, and maybe what information you get. Okay. All right. So what I'd like you to do is to take a deep breath in. I'll back up a little bit here. I'll put this microphone up here. It works a little bit better that way. Okay, so you'll take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, either seated or lying down, and not driving a car or operating any machinery. And let's go on our journey. We're walking into a beautiful forest. All the forests we walk in are beautiful. And we go into the forest with the intention of gaining more clarity in our lives and getting to know ourselves better in these times. And while many of us displace our anxieties on the outer world, and we see the fear within ourselves outside of ourselves, it's important for us to have the courage to go inward. And on this inward journey today, as we walk on this forest path, our intention is to find the reasons for our procrastination and what we're procrastinating about, why we're pushing things to the side and distracting ourselves. And as we walk on this path, it's a windy day, and we can smell the autumn leaves in the air, the moisture. And we can hear the noise of the leaves as they pass along the floor of the forest. And as we step on these leaves, we hear the crunching sound beneath our feet. The trees have become more barren, and the sun shines brighter through the empty branches. And we continue walking. Up ahead is a stream, maybe 3 feet wide. We can jump over that little stream, and we do. We continue on this forest path. And we hear the birds in the trees. We continue walking as we think about our lives and the courage it takes to go on this journey, to sit with ourselves and be by ourselves. And up ahead is a path that goes to the right. And we take that path. To the right is a stream, and we hear the water moving by briskly. As we look down, we see all the fallen leaves in the water going downstream. And as we proceed on this path, to the left is filled with rocks, almost creating a wall. And as we walk along this path to the left is a little opening, almost like a bench made of rocks. And you sit there. And you face the stream below. And you close your eyes for a second. Breathe in the air. And you open your eyes, and in front of you is an animal. What animal do you see? And you ask this animal, what is it that I am procrastinating? Why? And you ask the animal when this procrastination began in your life. You see the times in your life where you distracted yourself from focusing on the things that you have the potential to do. your animal speaks to you. And you thank the spirit animal for the information it has passed on to you. And the spirit animal leaves. You take a deep breath in. And you stand up from this little rocky area in which you sat. And you reach your hands up to the sky and take a deep breath in. And you head back now, back on that path. The water is now to the left of you and the rocks are to the right. And you walk this path with new information to assist you going forward in overcoming your procrastination. And as you walk along the path, up ahead you turn left, back over the stream. And you put your hands in the water and wash your face with the cool, cold water from that stream. And you continue on the path. On the left side is a big oak tree. You put your hands around the oak tree and you exchange energy. And the tree takes away any of the past conflicts you've had and invigorates you now with new energy. And you thank the tree. And you continue on the path out of the forest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Move your toes, move your fingers. And when you can, come back into the room. And I hope you had a enjoyable journey. I hope you were able to gain some insight from the spirit animal that came into contact with you, and that you're able to let go and receive the information that has the potential to uh, increase your level of awareness and understanding about some of the things that we're discussing, and specifically today, the subject of procrastination. Think about the times today that come about where a thought comes across your mind of creativity, of something you want to accomplish, and recognize the fact of where it stemmed from, and what your distractions, addictions are that get in the way, and how you can continue forward, not trying to be perfect or trying to push something aside, but just take little steps of moving forward. Okay, I hope you have a great day. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And I hope to see you next week. Have a great week and have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye-bye.